Okay, so fairy girl's wings burn. The fairy girl, she's walking on the constellations. She's out in the universe. And I just make her. I say, okay, well, she's going to dance upon the sun until it snows. And that's one of the great things for me about lyric writing is I can make anything possible, right? I can send the protagonist anywhere she wants to go. So she's basically looking down on Earth. Well, eventually she comes to Earth. So she's a fairy girl, right? And the story is about um, an outsider looking at Earth and expecting more, right? Um, in a way, one looking at oneself and expecting more, right? I've had failures, tons and tons, and part of getting back to who I am is investing my time again in songwriting, right? In lyric crafting, because all my life I've always felt and had this need to just write. And in my once I got into college and then formed in my adult years, I've just had this. It's been unstoppable drive and um, incessant need. I just write. I just write. I just write. So the fairy girl, she's looking down on Earth and expecting more, right? So she went into the constellations. She danced upon the sun until it snowed. So it's part of the whole thing of environmental consciousness, right? We still want warmth, but we still need coolness, right? We still need um, the ice caps to stay ice caps, right? Um, to some extent. But anyway, um, and she walked the earth in adoration of things we didn't know. So she's looking at the world and seeing the things and adoring those things that we've taken for granted. It's like, for example, like, uh, living in the DC, Washington, DC metropolitan area. For example, residents around here would agree we take for granted the fact that we have all these great monuments just downtown, just a stone's throw away. But it takes a guest coming to visit us for us to go explore these great facilities. So the fairy girl is looking down on Earth, or she's come to Earth and she's adoring all these things, right? The plants, the seeds, the animals, every tiny, distinct insect. And then, why do the fairy girl's wings burn? So basically, now it's like, nature has taken upon her and she's now just burning, right? She's maybe suffering. I'm not sure why her wings are burning, but her wings are burning. And then there's other things that one gets into now, like, why do your letters never come? Why does a falling feather turn? And if there were magic, would I learn? So if there were magic, would I learn? There is magic. There is magic in molecules forming particles, forming things, and desires materializing. Everything you see, touch, experience is a dream that has been formed into fruition, right? So there is magic. You just have to find your own, right? So this is, for me, lyric writing is finding my magic in my words, expressing the emotion I'm feeling, and then turning that into song so that I can sing it, right? And add that emotion into a context that is can be received by the spirit, right? Because for whatever reason, humans and songs, matter of fact, probably every um, nature thing, because birds sing, the wind howls, and the wind itself makes a song sometimes. So that's that. The other part of the verse is, so Some of us, we find this blend is attractive. It's referring to, blending of cultures, be it in marriage, be it in unions of interaction of different capacities. Some of us, we find the blend is attractive. However, in comes this whole notion of same is good, right? Of everybody want, not everybody, but the idea that, oh, things should be homogenous, right? Like now, diversity is exactly what nature needs. So yet we walk away from lovers we should know. So the guy meets a girl, different cultures. Oh no, it can't work. Blah blah blah, whatever. From lovers we should know. Never sure how this could be affecting our spirits glow. So just like the fairy girl, we have a desire to glow, or we need to allow ourselves to glow. So just follow your path, blah blah blah. Then the chord change. I'm all about chord changes. So we go from, we're in a C kind of pattern, and then, why do the fairy girl's wings burn? It's to call out that like intensity. Although it's not really intense, but it's just more of a shift. There you go, a shift in psyche, a shift in perspective, right? She comes from the sun, dancing upon the sun until it snows. She comes to earth, and it's just like, wow, she's appreciating all those things. And then the lack of appreciation of us humans kicks in. So I'm going into that chord change to ask all these questions, right? Why do the fairy girl's wings burn? Why do your letters never come? Why does a falling feather turn? That's just physics, gravity, wind, all those things. But yeah, that's the dynamic of the song, the lyrics. With this, I'm looking to get myself to think, right? And get myself to also dream and imagine and feel, and have wonder. The fairy girl dancing in the sun until it snows.